Hey nerds, welcome to Jay Barry X. Today, we're going to react to Season 5, Episode 3 of Angel, entitled Unleashed. Early in the morning, rising to my feet, all that other stuff. Rocking the spooky hat again, even though we're in November. It's no big deal. It's early, knock some stuff out. Unleashed. Spike's a ghost. I don't know how much longer he's going to be a ghost, but he's coming to Fred for help, which I think is sweet. I think Fred could possibly be the one that could help him out the most. She is the genius behind everything. So I think it'd be really cool if they could become buddies, just friends, just pals, and can hang out and do some stuff. So yeah, I think we'll hop into it. I don't really have anything else major going on to discuss. Literally, the last episode was just Spike proving he's a good guy. He has a soul. Everybody's getting acquainted to Spike. It was a beautiful episode to introduce him to the show. It's just he's a ghost. I don't know how I feel about that. All right.
Hey, who wants some mushu? I got boku mushu here.
I'll take some, thanks.
What?
Angel, this little picnic was such a good idea.
Yeah, man. Why haven't we done this before?
Oh, you got everybody out and about. Oh,
You were late.
it wasn't actually a picnic.
Thought I was being followed.
You guys, at least lately anyway.
And you think you can trust him? Them.
Nope. Nope. I am with you, Wes. I don't think you could trust that brother Knox as far as you can fucking throw him because he works for Wolfram and Hart. It's like Hank talking to Walter White. You're the smartest person I've ever met, but you're too dumb to see he's made up his mind. Now, obviously, no mind's been made up, but you're the smartest person we know, and you're too dumb to realize that, like, this person is a sack of shit.
Something more than the rest of us.
The alteration to your mental capacity.
My capacity is the same as it's always been. The good doctor just revved up some idling brain cells, set them in motion.
It's a legitimate concern. You gave
It
him
is.
access.
I made a deal. We all did. Seems like I'm the only one who's willing to accept that.
Solid point, but you do have a horrible history with deals. Remember the time you sold your soul for a truck?
Which is not the point at all.
No, the point is what? That I'm some spy for the senior partners?
Nobody's saying that.
Just thinking it.
Thinking it out loud.
Charles'
The point
No, I don't think he's a spy, but I do think they could have infiltrated his brain meat.
is that
mouth. It turns Spike into,
a spook.
well,
I don't like that we
he's
keep
more than
using
a
that
ghost.
word, but like
He's
spooky.
something unique.
Regardless, whatever binds
Can I
him.
borrow your pen?
Spike nearby, ain't he? Or he just heard somebody in the distance. Pink track, super Sorry, I had to find it in my brain. Is that Oz? Like, what are you fighting? That'd be crazy. I'm just a girl, boy, man thing. A sweet transvestite from Transylvania. It's not Transylvania, is it?
Tonight's the second night of the
Frankenfurter.
full moon, which means
You know what I mean?
2 more nights for her to go all dog girl. 12 hours. And kids a couple years ago kept moving, staying in the middle of nowhere most of the time.
Real piece of
First year or
shit.
so, a few mangled bodies.
Well,
showed
then
up
again, he
in
was a
the
werewolf.
last
Never mind.
6
I'll take it
months.
back.
Guy was leaving corpses like breadcrumbs.
He could also been trying to save himself from his family.
Just gave up.
Feels like forever. Look, something's trying to hold on to me on the other side. If you don't do something soon, one of these times.
I like that the medium ground he's talking about. Like, if he actually is floating back and forth and he is like in the middle, between here and then, you know, hell, basically. This is not an advertisement. If you've never played the game The Medium, I think maybe it's just called The Medium or Medium, do yourself a favor. Because holy shit, was that game good. The whole concept, if you was to split this screen in half right now, or split Spike's face in half, or I guess Jasmine would be a better example because you've seen both sides. Like, one side would be the land of the living, and the other side would be the land of the dead. So you would see half of Jasmine's face, and the other half you would see the maggots and stuff. You did it with Spike's face, you would see his normal face. The other side, you would see maybe something more demonic or vampiric, or maybe his bones from when he disintegrated from the end of Buffy. But like, great game. Go play that. It's a detective crime solving style game, and it's a unique mechanic, and it's a lot of fun. And I don't know why there hasn't been even talks of another one. Phenomenal. I loved it. Sorry, him saying that brought that forward in my brain.
May not come back.
Wesley might be able to.
No.
He knows more about the
He
mystical.
wants to avoid Wesley at all costs.
It was a long time ago.
In a show far, far
He
away.
was a young watcher, fresh out of the academy when we crossed paths.
You're so full of crap.
Yeah, okay. Truth is, I just don't want to.
I'm sitting here like, bro, does something happen in Buffy that I'm not aware of? That I missed something? Spike over here telling tales?
Anyone else knowing about my condition, right? Last thing I need is just getting back to Angel.
Spike, I appreciate your condition, but right now we have more pressing priorities, like finding and helping this girl.
Excuse
And
me.
me, I'm just left to fade into nothingness.
I'll
There's
fade
no
away
need
and
to smile.
classify myself as
Look, just
obsolete.
try not to disappear, and we'll figure it out eventually.
Care about that. All I care about is the girl.
That's rough.
I guess because he was more bipedal than like Oz. Oz kind of was like low to the ground and like hunched and was on all fours. A good way to.
Because here on out, she's in the Kill or Be Killed club.
Here on out.
True, if you could also get in contact with Oz, that'd be a great introduction to a new character, or just any werewolf. As long as, well, never mind, Veruca's dead. Yeah.
Out, she's under my protection.
That's nice.
Oh, it's the fly from Breaking Bad.
I don't know.
It's not a hickey.
You sure you're up for watching Amanda tonight?
I
I could try to change shifts.
blood.
No, I just needed to.
Aunt Nina?
Holy sh!
You okay?
I'm fine.
That shit made me sweat. Like instantly. I'm hot.
Those fine lines?
That was about to be wild. See, I like they did something in Supernatural with the character, not a main character, but like a side character that was becoming a vampire. They did really good with them coming into their senses. That was also really good with her coming into her senses. That was nice. I liked everything about that. I don't understand. This is me personally. Feel free to skip ahead. I don't understand like lying if it was a hickey. I don't understand lying about them. Like you're a teenager, your hormones are going crazy, you're horny as shit. Like if you're in a relationship, like you kissing and fucking sucking on each other, man, that's just part of it. That's like part of life. And that is something more where like it's really something mainly that just takes place in teenagers and like early 20s. Because like if you saw like a 35-year-old with a hickey on their neck, you'd be like, man, grow the fuck. Like, what are we doing, bro? You didn't know what was going on. Granted, it could still be a little hot, but that's neither here nor there. Now, what I'm saying is like as a kid, I think it's more of like being scared of your parents' reaction. Cause like kids in school, they'll be like walking around, like showing it off and stuff, like, you know, flashing it. Other kids think it's cool. Teachers think it's gross because a bunch of kids walking around with purple necks. But like to your mom, like I would hope to be a parent that is cool enough and accepting enough where my kid would be like, rather than embarrassed, not wanting to show it off and be like, Dad, look, but more of like, hey, this happened. Like, how do I cover this up? Like, I have to go to school. That's cool. It happened. It's no big deal. Let's figure out. There's 1,000 different remedies. There's banana peels. There's ice, cold spoon. The best trick, obviously, is just makeup. I honestly think, like, in a workplace, years ago, I had one, and it was the most, like embarrassing thing. 'Cause I'm in a professional workplace. Working in a warehouse, people walk around all the time like that. I said, would you get bit by a vampire? The point is, I understand why you would want to be hesitant, depending on your relationship with your parents. The whole point of it is I hope to be gentle enough of a parent where somebody could come to me and not lie. Like if it was like, hey, why's your neck purple? It's like, sorry. It's okay. Shit happens. In that situation, I feel bad for the girl because she's like, I think I must have fell on my run. Like, That's the most I've slipped and fell and hit my eyeball on a doorknob ass speech I ever heard. Poor thing. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm different.
Bad for the car, good for us. Apparently they mean old tires, at least 5 years.
Thank you. Nice sketch. Somebody saw your girl last night, East Hollywood.
All right, so we're looking for a mid-sized sedan, at least 5 years old, somewhere in the Hollywood area.
Tick tock, and the moon's rising, ladies and gents.
I'm in the DMV database, but there are thousands of possible matches.
Color me clever. Sister gets slammed around by a werewolf. She's putting pedal to metal. I mean, red light, green light, same diff.
Traffic cameras. We networked?
Yep.
I'm looking at the
It's
cameras. You can
crazy
run with it if I
how
find a
good
match.
Lauren looks this season. And it's not just because he lost weight. Like, something about this bone structure, man. Maybe it's also
I might
his
leak the
makeup
info
they
to the
did.
senior partners, because we're tight.
Oh, it looks like that bruise is getting worse. Well, there's a bad moon on the right. Y'all drawing in the dark? What is yours? You got one lamp on? You trying to save on the electric bill? Ow! That looked like the moon from Buffy in the opening shots. I bet it was.
Can I come in?
No. What big teeth you have? That better to bite inside of your fucking face, my dearie.
Can I come in?
She gonna think her damn sister aunt got kidnapped. That's rough. Rough. I know in saying rough like that, it made me sound like a dog. That wasn't the goal of what I was trying to do. It went from like being winter outside to being hot again. And I don't understand. I'm hot as fuck in this room. I gotta turn the heat off. Side boob. Damn, bro, you're all cut the fuck up.
Great, that's...
Get off of me! Let go of me! Help me, somebody!
You should have ran up with the knee right into his little cherubus. Was it a cherubi? Cherubus? Baby angel.
Do Nina help you?
Joe, my sister, she was cooking meat. Oh my God,
That was. Wait a second. I know that little girl said Aunt Nina. Okay, it like I thought that was her mother. I didn't hear nothing otherwise, or did that, or just blocked it out. You didn't want to tell you wouldn't even tell your sister, like, hey, I think I tripped and fell. I don't know what's going on. I think it even doubles back more so if you have a brother or sister, like, hey, this is what happened.
So, what, you're like a Frankenstein?
He does got the
What?
he
No.
he does have the fucking forehead and the goddamn eyebrows for it.
What, you're like a Frankenstein?
I tell you guys over and over again that the word "what" is the funniest shit on this planet. And why do I say what is funny? Listen to that delivery.
What? No.
Remember that one psychic chick that was living with Lila? I thought she was gonna be a cool character.
Can you
So I'm
cure me?
ain't no cure unless you want a bullet. Nina, like, this girl ain't gonna stick around, dude.
Werewolves.
Bones breaking and shit.
Combined with the disorientation and fear.
You mean
Fear.
she hurt herself?
Oh, I've seen them bang their heads against walls, claw at their own skin.
Oh, we just have to trank her, let her sleep through it.
Well, I could work for night, but over the long haul, bad idea.
Well, there has to be something.
But why is that a bad idea?
Well,
Would it become dependent on the trank? Like, how does
Maybe
that?
if you took her home, let her get a few things. Could have a calming effect.
Fetching a blanket's not gonna make a bloody bit of difference.
Spike,
It's like a new cat. You gotta put some familiar scents around them.
really not helping.
I'm just saying, the girl's a killer.
There's
Maybe
it, bro. This motherfucking Lucha Libre has been in every episode so far. What's he got going
Tonight or
on?
tomorrow, but she will get out of that cage.
Not if she doesn't want to.
Oh, she'll want to. It's unfortunate, but
And when it's not that time of month, she'll be racked by the guilties. What with a soul and all.
Didn't seem to bother you.
Oh, it's been nothing but a pain in my...
Finally, I'll take Nina by her house.
I think
Angel,
that
it's the
I think that's a sign for Fred to work more on
middle of the
Spike.
day unless-
You're not a monster too, are you?
Nope. Standard issue science nerd. I did spend 5 years in a demon dimension till Angel saved me.
Collects them like a harem. That's terrible. I
Saves a
don't mean
lot of
that.
girls, huh?
Girls, guys, puppies, He's pretty much an equal opportunity saver.
That's why we love him.
You two are like a couple?
I'm glad she left it at that. Like, you don't have to tell every single person if you fuck somebody, he'll get happy and turn into Angelus. You don't have to tell people that. And I'm glad they didn't. Shit. They did smooch that one time, Fred and Angel. She didn't turn it down. She wasn't saying like, oh, absolutely, I would never. She was just like, no, he's not available.
Fault. I called Nina like totally suicidal because this guy in our ceramics class dumped me. And then my car got towed and she wanted to call, but my cell phone battery...
Do you mind? Whoever you are. This has nothing to do with you. Leave her alone.
She just said it has everything to do with her. Damn, you ain't gonna believe her? Shout out Fred for trying to do her best right there. But Jill has every fucking right to be pissed, bro. She came home and her daughter was just fucking by herself.
Night? Do you know she didn't want to go to school today?
That's such a wild thing to say to somebody, bro, especially your sister. You don't want to get no clothes?
Oh, just, if that's okay. And maybe, she'll be okay.
You done took a family portrait and a Beanie Baby?
I'm curious, but that's
The
good.
Snoopy?
It means you...
Gone, but damn, what the
Run!
The family picture's gone. Oh, it's a fucking trank gun. I thought that was a big ass hand cannon. Right in the nose. Down goes Fred, unconscious. So y'all want to bring in this girl, make her a werewolf, have her appear butt ass naked. Now you want to hang her up in some chains and drip her wet. You could tell Joss Whedon giving his full fucking effort this season, ain't he? I'm too woke sometimes. I'm sorry. See what I'm saying? I honestly was bullshitting. I was bullshitting. This could have been any character. This is just part of a story. But that right there, now we done took it to a new limit. All right. Josh said, yeah, you're attractive. I'm going to have you get butt ass naked 3 times during one episode.
And she's loving him with that body, I just know it.
Oh, they left Fred out in the goddamn front yard, and her sister didn't come out at all to say shit about nothing. Maybe that was the cops she called. Maybe her sister knows. They want to turn her into dog meat. Oh yeah, we're gonna lay you on a table and have gross men eat off of you. Honestly, listen, I am talking shit. I really am talking shit. But from an actual artistic point, from a story point, if you were to take a young innocent girl who turned into a werewolf and you do this to her, like, this is the worst possible thing imaginable for her. Imagine how fucking terrifying this would be, that like 1 minute you're just out for a jog, the next minute you're being saved by a vampire, you get jumped by some fucking dudes in a minivan, your sister hates you, your niece is scared, now you're stripped butt ass naked and they're going to eat sushi off of you, or they're going to cut you up or make you turn or do something along that. It's terrifying. I'm just talking shit because we all know Joss Whedon's a fucking creep. So
what I am, I can't go back there ever. This is better.
Nothing better about ending up in a doggy bag.
Right, what you talking about, girl?
No leprechaun souffle?
There's no such thing as leprechauns.
That's like the 5th time y'all have said that. There's not a leprechaun by the end of it.
We've hit a snag. We're not leaving without the girl.
I'm willing to let my men die. Can you
Angel's willing to lock you all up in this room with the demon, so I don't give a shit.
say the same?
I go, you're going with me.
It's a risk. What can I say?
Probably should have told me to drop this.
Oh, he's been shot. That's shocking. They didn't just open fire on Gunn and Wesley.
And I promised them a werewolf.
Well, there you go.
And a month from now, you'll have one.
No. No.
Well, you got 1 month to get your affairs in
Crane,
order.
please.
That's what you get for being a sack of shit,
no.
bro.
No, please.
Go get your ass
Don't
ate.
do this to me, Mr. Crane. I'm sorry. Mr. Crane, I'm sorry. No. Oh. Oh.
Is that Ichabod Crane?
I promise.
I hope
Well,
so.
all right then.
I hope so, Fred.
No need to get dramatic.
Is he rusing her? Because he just came back into full form, like, when she said that. He may just be trying to speed up the process to get his body back, which I think what we're all... him as a ghost is cool. It's just there's a point where it'll linger, and I think it'll actually be bad. If we can get it resolved by, like, the 5th episode, I think we're in peak territory. Not for the show overall, but just, like, you know.
See you next month.
I really hope she actually does make an appearance next month. I think that'd be cool. Oh, he's sticking with this new Angel Mobile's Corvette. Her sister's like, well, fucking well. Look who the cat dragged in.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Don't mean to talk shop, but Crane's Bistro of the Bazaar?
Out of business.
God damn, bro. Look at this place. Just an open floor plan, bedroom looking into the living room. Bed always has to be made. Is this in Wolfram & Hart? Looks like Lindsay or Lila's old office.
Maybe some lettuce wraps.
Beat it up. One, beef and broccoli is always a move if you're ordering Chinese because it's just phenomenal and it's healthy. Not really all the sodium, but it's still really good. Why such a the happy ending feels weird. This brother, Angel, I don't think Angel knows the definition of fucking being in love. He hopping from one after the other, ain't he? Okay, you're in love with Buffy. We know that. Not saying you can never be with anybody else ever again. You go crazy, you fuck Darla. That's your first kind of love, but also kind of your sire mother. Kind of weird. That's where Connor gets it from, I guess. Have a baby. You fall in love with Cordelia for some reason. Fall in love with Cordelia, who's only in a coma. So your main job should be trying to figure out how to get her out of the coma so you guys can be together. But instead, you're over here talking about a look from a werewolf girl, and you were flirting with Electric Mama too? I don't really think you was that fucking in love with Buffy. I don't know, man. That's the same thing old boy told him. If you were actually in love with somebody, you would have been in shambles. In shambles when she died. And he wasn't. He never was, like, he didn't feel the way he was supposed to feel, and they never expanded more on that, and it still upsets me because that was a lot of great potential. I think Angel does love. I just don't think he's madly in love. I don't know. Difference of opinions, I guess. I guess it's just, Cordelia's in a coma. Buffy's living her life. I should move on. Eternal life. But, like, we'll see if we see Werewolf Girl again. I did like her character. That episode wasn't bad. It felt a little slow at times, but it wasn't anything awful. I had fun with it. The episode again was called Unleashed. Fred tries to help Spike, who is fading out of existence. I think that's the biggest part of the story for me right now is just Spike. The Wolfram and Hart stuff still feels odd, I guess. Gunn feels like he's in a weird place. Fred feels like he's in a weird place. I'm going to look at a couple of these people. With John Billing, the guy that played Evan. He was in Star Trek Enterprise from 2001 to 2005 and 98 episodes. He also played a character in True Blood for 17 episodes. The guy that ran the place, Jacob Crane, he played one episode in Angel, one episode in The King of Queens, and he played Solomon in Soldier of God. His face looked a little familiar. He also did some voice acting in Mobile Suit Gundam. Heidi, who played the older sister, looks like she does horror movies. 3 episodes of The Sopranos. 1 episode of NCIS. She was in a movie called House, not to be confused with the show, I guess. She's really only been in like a handful of things. That's kind of crazy. The girl that played Nina, her name is Jenny Mullen. Born in 1979. So she's 46. Almost like the exact same age as some family, which is crazy. She's known for kidnapping Caitlin. Not actually kidnapping, but something like that. She was in Crazy Stupid Love. My Best Friend's Girl. So she was in a bunch of those type of movies. She's the one that still acts. The Miracle on 74th Street, the 4:30 movie. She was in an episode of Wilfred. And I'm gonna stop because if I go lower, it'll pull up probably Angel. I don't want to see anything before that. Yeah, I think it'd be cool if she came back though. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So that was everybody in that. I thought Nina looked a little more familiar. So what was that? She was 20. Yeah, she was late 20s. I think they made her try to appear a little younger. When Gunn asked the man hosting the party if leprechauns were exist again, bro, this is. Buffy also once asked Ja if leprechauns were real, to which he said he didn't think so. It's a reoccurring thing. Fred tells the group that the men who kidnapped Nina were organized, almost military. Wesley says an underground monster hunting military organization has happened before. Of course, he's talking about Riley and company. Jenny Molden originally auditioned for the role of Eve, but that part went to Sarah Thompson. However, the producers liked Mullen so much they brought her back as the werewolf girl for this episode. So she probably won't reappear. When Fred is in the limo with Nina, they're discussing Angel, talking about saves puppies. And Orpheus, when Faith and Angelus go into each other's minds, Angel saves a puppy before he gets ran over by a car. Producer Jeffrey Bell says Nina is not becoming a regular, but there was good chemistry. There was possible talks about bringing her back. So I guess it probably didn't actually pan out. It would have been cool, a vampire and a werewolf getting together. In this episode, werewolves are said to regain their human forms once dead. However, in phases, werewolf hunter Gib Kane, another Kane, maybe he's related, claims to catch werewolves so that he can sell their pelts. This is explaining the idea of different species of werewolves, which the other guy was talking about. The werewolves were designed by Robert Hall. They were an initial departure from the werewolf costumes worn by Oz. They're saying Oz looks like a gay possum. Hall says he decided to design the werewolf with sparse hair, with defined muscles. And yeah, that's more of like a big bad. Yeah. Yeah. Don't make it like a gay possum. I don't know how a possum could be gay, but pop off. Lauren says to Angel, okay, Atlas, how about a shrug? The novel Atlas Shrugged. This episode features one of the few occasions where we see Gunn deliberately using a firearm, bringing a pump action to rescue Nina. First appearance of werewolves since Buffy vs. New Moon Rising in 2000, which was season, 3? No, season 4, episode 19. Sorry, everything was pushed back a season. Do. All right. Well, that's all of that. Our next episode will probably deal directly with Spike because it is entitled Hellbound. That'll be our Thursday episode. I think it'd be cool to get Nina back. I doubt it'll happen. I think it would be cool to see some other characters return from previous things like Electric Girl, but I doubt that'll happen. I think Fred works on Spike in the next episode. It'd be cool if the first was still incorporated, but I think the first is defeated, so nothing there. Low expectations for the season, but we're along for the ride. I'm going to leave it there, okay? I'm going to have links and everything in the description box down below. Playlist up on screen. Stay cute, stay hydrated. I'll catch you on the next one.